talk a little bit about your first game against Potter County that you guys lost 34-58.
Yep. Coming into the season, new coach, new philosophy, new scheme. The big thing was, would the players buy into my system? And that's always tough for a new coach coming into a new place. And I thought our boys have bought into it, but you never know until that first game. We had 2 weeks of practice, which went pretty solid, but like I said, you never know until that first game. And we had a measuring stick against Potter County. Potter County's big. They started about 6'6", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", and then a 5'10" kid. But they're a lot bigger than us, stronger than us, football school, and they kind of took it to us. We had 22 turnovers, which is way too many. One thing we pride ourselves on is taking care of the basketball, and we didn't that night. And they just controlled the boards. They out-rebounded us by 14, and that's another thing that can't happen. So when you have two negatives like that, you can't expect to win, and we didn't. There's no secret about it. They took it to us, and unfortunately, we ended up losing, I think, by 18 or 20. I can't remember what the exact score was, but we came up short. The best part about it was the game one. We have 19 regular season games left after that, and we got after it the next couple days in practice, and then we got Sully on Tuesday night.
Talk about that Sully Buttes win. You guys bounced back and pulled out the victory, 47-40 over usually a salty Sully Buttes Chargers team. How were they looking this year?
Sully Buttes is about a year away. They start a freshman, 2 sophomores, a junior. I know they're young. I can't exactly remember. I know they start a freshman and 2 sophomores, so they're a young team. They're a year away from being very, very competitive. And don't take anything away from them this year. They're still a solid team for being that young. It's just, with the experience, they'll get better and better. But I thought we did a much better job rebounding. We out-rebounded them by 8. We still turned the ball over 21 times, and about came back and bit us. We were up, I believe, 13 going into the fourth quarter, and they just slowly chipped away, and we started turning the ball over a little bit more than we should have, and it ended up being, like you said, a 7-point game. But I thought that was actually another great measuring stick for us, because how are we going to handle adversity? Up 13 to a 2-point game, are we going to crumble and give them the win, or are we going to battle back? And we did, and we ended up winning 47-40. So that was a great way to bounce back. We played Potter County on Saturday, and then we turned around on Tuesday and played Sully Buttes. And I liked that schedule where there was only 2 days off rather than a whole bunch of time to dwell on a loss. So I was very proud of the boys after that Tuesday night.
And then tonight, you seem to have a balanced scoring attack. You had some players come off the bench, and drop. I think Eric Tersa had double digits maybe, or 8 or 10 points. You don't always focus on one player. Like in football, how Charlie LaRush was always the go-to guy. Now it's kind of Jalen, or, you move the ball around a lot. You guys are pretty good at passing. You work on that a lot in practice?
Absolutely. That's the best part about this group, is how unselfish they are. And I actually, that's awesome you just said that. I just talked about it in the locker room and post-game, is how, with our offense, it's not built around one game or one player. Nobody cares if their name's in the paper. Yes, Jalen Youthie had 19 and played phenomenal tonight, but like you said, Tertia had 7. I think Charlie probably had 8, and it's just balanced scoring. And every night we can expect somebody else to step up. Teams can't key on one player, all right? The first game, I think Charlie led us in scoring. No, Jelani led us in scoring. Game on Tuesday, Trey led us in scoring, and then tonight, Jalen led us in scoring. So 3 games, 3 different leading scorers, and that's kind of key because teams can't, just focus on one guy. And that's what our whole offense is built around. Who's going to step up, who's going to be able to cut and get to the rim, and who's going to make big plays. And so far, about 8 guys. I'm playing about 8, 9, 10 guys every night, and they're all doing it. They're all doing a good job. But the main thing is we preach defense, and tonight we actually held Bennett County to 8 points at halftime. And that's something that just made me smile from ear to ear, because I'm kind of a defensive-minded guy, and seeing 8 up on the scoreboard at halftime. Usually teams score 8 in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, let alone halftime. So I was pretty pleased with our effort, both offensively but most importantly defensively.
Now you guys have what is it, 13 days off until your next game? How are you going to stay focused and practice with such a long break in between games?
You know, it's actually a nice break because we've had 3 games within about a week. And then I'm going to give them obviously tomorrow off. Monday we're going to get in the weight room. We need to get stronger. We have to get stronger. So we're going to get in the weight room. Tuesday through Friday we'll hit it pretty hard. And then I'm going to give them all Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off for Christmas to spend with their families. And with this schedule we're able to do that. A lot of teams have a game either on Friday or Saturday and they don't get to spend as much time with their family. So I really like that because family is the most important thing in your life and our boys get to spend it with them. But like you said, staying focused, we need to continue to get better. We're nowhere near where we want to be. People are saying, geez, you just won by 31 points, coach. Are you not satisfied? No, you can never be satisfied. There's always room for improvement. And these next, like you said, 13 days, we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to go back to the basics, the passing, the dribbling, the rebounding, but we're also going to expand on what we've done. We've just touched the tip of the iceberg. We need to keep going, and getting better and better and better, both offensively and most importantly, defensively.
Raider Nation TV is sponsored by Hot Rod Steakhouse in Kennebec, serving noon daily lunch specials with the salad bar on the weekend. Stop in today or give them a call, 869-2287. That's Hot Rod Steakhouse in Kennebec. And by the Kennebec Telephone Company for all your local and long distance needs. Also, try Kennebec Telephone Construction. Give them a call today at 869-2220.